The Sunday Roundtable is assembled, and joining us this morning are Democratic political analyst Marianne Marsh and Republican political analyst Rob Gray. Great to see you guys. By the way, Kim Driscoll was just here in the chair. She's leading in the polls. Can she be toppled the next 12 weeks, Marianne?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it would be very tough now for Eric Lesser to catch her. She came out of that convention guns a-blazing. She's really, I mean, she came in first. Eric Lesser came in third. He's got $1 million. She's starting to raise money now. And the people who supported her are other elected officials, legislators, and others who know Eric Lesser. Mm-hmm. So when the coverage of this campaign on that race has been all about his $1 million, she's putting him in the rearview mirror. And I think that's going to be, I don't care how many ads you have, right. It's going to be very hard for him to catch her from third to first. And she went right out to Western Mass this week, right after the convention, picked up 4 endorsements from Adam Hines, who didn't make the ballot, from Western Mass, and going after more. So she's on offense, and that really matters.
Rob, what do you think?
I think it depends on, does the leading candidate, Maura Healey, express a preference? Unlikely, but that could certainly change the race. This is a low interest race right now. Democratic activists are interested, but the general voters haven't taken a look at these candidates, nor do they have an opinion. So who turns out on primary day? Mm-hmm. Who's advertising? Who's spending more? She has a lead. And she can probably hold that lead, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. I think she just has to be competitive financially. I don't think she has to match him.
Because Lesser does have $1 million, and she's got a third of that,
right.
if that.
How do you spend it? I mean, TV ads work. You got to remember that.
They do. Second question. Mayor Michelle Wu says we may never know who was responsible for letting former Boston police officer Patrick Rose keep his job for over 2 decades despite sexually assaulting children. He is now serving time in prison. This comes as she released more of that long-awaited investigation. Is this the end of the mystery? Can former Mayor Marty Walsh, former police Commissioner Paul Evans, and Rose's former attorney, now Judge Thomas Drexler, hide forever on this issue, do you think, Rob?
I think it's probably going to remain buried. I mean, this was covered up by the establishment. Unless the media is going to go out aggressively and pursue those people to get answers, I don't think we'll get any more answers.
Marianne?
If you're in public service, you will be held accountable, and that means Marty Walsh and Judge Drexler. Marty Walsh, if he ever runs for office again, will be held accountable on this matter. Maybe the Biden administration will hold him accountable too. Judge Drexler, now, that's a different matter. Everyone's entitled to a defense. No one's entitled to be a judge. The Mass Bar Association should take a look at him. The Governor's Council, who made him a judge, should look at him, because the fact is he used one of the most despicable tactics you ever use in any child abuse case, which is to get the victim not to cooperate or testify or take any action. And that is what he did. And I want to know what cases he's sitting on in front of these things. Should he be judging these things? So I think there are a lot of questions there and a lot of opportunities to hold people accountable.
Next question, the Secretary of State's race. The newcomer, Tanisha Sullivan, actually won the convention endorsement over the incumbent Bill Galvin by 25%, but it's not the first time. 4 years ago, and Galvin also lost the endorsement. And then, when they went to the polls in November, he got more votes than any other statewide candidate. But is he in trouble this time, Marianne?
Never underestimate Bill Galvin, as we saw 4 years ago. But I think this year, every race except auditor, I think all the women could win, including Tanisha. However, the big bar Tanisha Sullivan has to clear, that Bill Galvin's already proved, is that what is her approach to keeping our election safe from Trump, MAGA, Deal, and all those people in 2024, because that will be coming, and what is her track record to prove that she could do that? That is the test for this race. Galvin's already passed that test. We'll see what she does.
Rob, what's your read?
Galvin's in good shape. I think he's already proven to the voters and to Democrats that he can be effective. He's run statewide many, many times. Running statewide is not easy. He's going to be well funded. He's going to work very hard. Sullivan's going to have to prove herself. Running statewide, big hurdle. I'd bet on Galvin.
Yeah, and he was the top vote getter of anyone who ran statewide 4 years ago. Top one.
After not getting the convention
and a lot of
endorsement.
people said that he was going to get beat in the primary, and he won it big time.
First he was going to take it. Now he says he won't. Republican Jeff Deal, running for governor, was going to take public financing for his and his running mates' campaigns. Why likely change of heart for the Trump Republican, who only has about $55,000 in his campaign bank right now?
So he changed his mind, I believe, because he got a lot of flack for accepting taxpayer money. But Deal knows whether he admits it or not. The problem is, like, this is running for governor with $55,000 in the bank. It's like leaving on a 500-mile car trip with a tenth of a tank of gas.
Especially at
Deal
today's
knows it.
prices.
Like, you can't get there. You
Right.
can't win. So why was he going to take the public money? Because he can't raise it privately. He hasn't, or at least he hasn't thus far, and I don't think he's going to.
Rob, right about that?
Rob's right. I mean, look, he was for taking it before he was against it. And it was because he got a lot of blowback, and now he's trying to make it look like it was based on principles. And of course, we know Jeff Deal has few.
He's running against an opponent who's self-financing, and he's worried about those millions of dollars taking him out, even though Deal has a big lead, and he's still the favorite.